Nigga, I'm looking back up at the hole, y'all. I'm like, I'm down here, nigga. That's the hole. I'm like, this motherfucker deep. I don't even know if I can get out this motherfucker. Ain't no chilling this Saturday. We getting down to these lies. Hey, listen, a lot of people don't know. Well, hold on, before we go into the meditation and all that, hell no, y'all know I gotta talk my shit. Hold on, you feel me? Cause I ain't seen y'all in a minute, you know? So, for everybody just tuning in, officially, welcome to the University of Cosmic Intelligence. I am RASHAD JAMAL, Divine Insight, you hear me? Grandmaster Teacher from the 8th Universe, reporting to you live from Planet Kai. You hear me? That's what we doing. These are the disclaimers we have this evening. If you don't like black people with intellect, get the fuck out the university now. Thank you. Listen, if you are gay and you got a problem with everybody else not being gay, exit the university now. Thank you. If you straight and you got a problem with gay people, because we don't practice that in here. We don't care what you is. I don't care where you stick your penis or who you let lick your vaginal area. You get what I'm saying? Where is your vibration? That's all that matter. We ain't in 3D. We ain't on none of that judging. So if you are gay, be gay. Long as you enlightened, you get what I'm saying? And know who the real ops is. But if you one of them individuals that's all homophobic and shit, and you like, I don't like gay people, exit the university now, because I'm pretty sure they ain't here. You know, these doors open to everybody, man. This is enlightenment. We not about no more division. We've had enough division. It's enough stereotypes. It's enough. You get what I'm saying? You can't be gay. You can't be broke. You can't. I'm short. You can't be short. You get what I'm saying? Society don't eat little nigga. Damn, you can't be you around this month. Listen, that's why in the university, be you. Okay? If you gay, be gay. Are you vibrating high? If you straight, be straight. If you thug and thug, I ain't judging. If you still hustling out there, if you still in the trap, be in the trap. You get what I'm saying? I understand the matrix. I understand this shit. So when enlightening oneself, it doesn't matter where you're located, long as you get the message. You get what I'm saying? Nigga, I don't care if you in the kitchen right now, nigga, rich like this. Nigga, you long as you listening. Because eventually you're going to stop whipping up that crack and then you'll start using them same. Because listen, you know, if you're a drug dealer, you're a chemist. Drug dealer, you're a chemist. I'm going to tell you what they won't tell you. To have that type of mind, to be able to mix, you know, bake soda with the deep do. Not saying I know, I'm just what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want no misconceptions, I don't participate. I'm just saying, though, if you happen to know how to woo-wop the weed, you feel me? That's a chemist. You're a chemist. You must know what you are. So, but you listening to Jamal, you like RASHAD Jamal in the background. Eventually, you like, man, you ain't whipping that no more. You like, hold on, if I could take this chemical and put it with this plant and get this, what else could I do? See what I'm saying? What else could I really do? I'm just trying to get you to see where you at with it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the trappers that's in the university. They make it hard out here. We gotta listen. Jesus fucked with everybody. He didn't judge none of that shit. So we gonna bring this shit the Jesus way. They said Jesus was real, y'all. They said he was real. So we gonna do it the Jesus way. We gonna do it the Jesus way. He fuck with the hood. He fuck with the strippers, the bums, the pimps, the prostitutes. Nigga, that's the hood. Now, they didn't say that in the Bible. They didn't say Jesus was in the hood. But if you know how to infer. See, me, I excelled in reading inference. See, a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to infer out there. That's what I do. We do in here. We infer. We infer it for you. So if you don't know the lies, we gonna break it down. You gonna get it. Everybody gonna get it. We don't care where you at. White, black, tall, short, thugging, never seen a city block, nerd. We don't give a fuck what you was labeled in society. You're going to get this real talk. Period. Y'all get what I'm saying? So yeah, like, that's why I don't discriminate against nobody. It don't matter where you located at right now. Because if you can just turn this on for 1 second and hear about the difference tonight between DEA and D.N.A., you get what I'm saying? You gonna understand. Oh yeah, we got the Mac pulled up. We got a couple little slides tonight. Because I don't like to really use that shit. I like to come from in here, sit with y'all, vibe with y'all, and then you can go look it up for yourself and sit with yourself and sit with the ancestors. I just let the ancestors work through me. I'm just gonna give it to you raw. Real over rich. I don't give a fuck who feelings get hurt, nigga. Cause I don't sugarcoat with my own self. So I ain't sugarcoating with you. You get what I'm saying? When my breath stink, I tell myself, I say, self, your breath stinks today. You see what I'm saying? And that's okay, because we have fucked up days. Get that shit together. You're gonna be all right. So I'm not gonna lie to you about it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and I'm too real over rich with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never finna spare you. I don't spare my damn self. I'm hard on myself. So you better know I'm gonna be hard on you. You gonna come in here, we gonna get this down low. If you don't like I say, shout out to all the, because we still in disclaimer mode right now. You know what I'm saying? We still in disclaimer mode. To all the human beings out there, listen, man, if you don't like quote unquote African Americans with intellect that can see past the veil, you might want to exit the university now. Because you see what I'm saying? In here, we ain't them. This the last generation. We ain't them. We ain't them individuals you could just tell anything to. We own to everything. We don't give a fuck about what's going on in Ukraine, Europe, Katsville, Blasavia, none of that shit, nigga. Yugoslavia, none of that shit, boy. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, y'all owe us what y'all owe us. We ain't trying to hear shit about them. We don't give a fuck if it was a real war in real lifetime, nigga. We like, nigga, hold on. We still on y'all. We don't give a fuck what y'all got going on amongst each other. Matter of fact, yeah, you bitches go ahead, y'all scrap it out with each other, because that's going to help us. Y'all go ahead, knock each other off. We going to sit back, watch y'all knock each other off, and then we going to knock off what's ever left that ain't vibrating high. Like that way, like, because now normally they like to sit back and set up gang wars and set up inner conflict, socially engineer bullshit amongst us. So, you know, the black family, the Latino family, niggas don't get along no more, it be beef, and they'll just sit back and just let us pick each other off. You know, they be like, yeah, niggas pick each other off. Nigga killed him, he went killed him, now 3 of them went killed them, now 4 of them slid on them, now they slid back on brother, now macking them, now crip, now look them, now, you know what I'm saying? And they be laughing about the whole thing. So me, that's how I'm sitting back right now, like, yeah. I know that ain't even what's going on, but y'all are disagreeing because of, you know, the spiritual ass kicking. I get it. Y'all need to get into it a little more. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of rooting for that. But all that, you know, falling off into the energy, we not doing none of that in here. Like, fuck all of that, nigga. Y'all owe us what y'all owe us. We don't give a fuck about no other debts and no other shit that's going on over there, nigga. You feel me? Y'all owe us what y'all owe us. And then we gonna get over there because that's still a part of our land too. But right now, we right here in America with 3 motherfucking Ks, nigga. We need answers. You see what I'm saying? We need to know tonight, we staying focused. We need to know what's the difference between DEA and D.N.A. and what the fuck is DEA? Because we can't really Google this shit. It's not something you can, we not finna, no, because they want to, you know, slide shit. Slide 1, exhibit 2, exhibit 3. You know what I'm saying? You didn't lost sight on them. We still on their trail. We still remembering around it. We still remembering shit. We got shit to remember. We ain't got time to get caught up in none of the headlines, nigga. We want to know what is DEA, deoxyetheric motherfucking acid, and what is D.N.A., what is RNA. Genetically, we need to know what are we. We don't. You see what I'm saying? They want to deter niggas from. They want to deter us. That's why I had to come at it. I had to come at it on a Saturday, y'all. Yeah. See, they caught them with they shit down. They thought we was coming Sunday. Saturday. You hear me? Yep. You can't jump on the algorithm tonight. Fuck you mean? Cause you know they be on it, y'all. They be timing. It's like every Sunday they be trying to fuck with the algorithm so the message don't reach. We had to slide. You know what I'm saying? A jab, slide. Left hook, uppercut, slide. You know, we sliding. We dipping shit. You hear me? We Saturday, nigga. What you thought we here? You know what I'm saying? We right here, nigga. We in the pocket still. We right there. Yeah, you thought we was back there. We right there, nigga. Let me up out of there. You feel me? We need to know. Fuck what's going on in Ukraine, nigga. What's going on with these genetics? You hear me? Why are we different? Fuck you mean? We don't get no man gone with that, fam. Gone with that, fam. We right here with it. Like, what's up with these genetics, man? You hear me? That's what we doing tonight. So, if you don't want to hear nothing about that, exit the motherfucking university now. I'm not making no more YouTube videos about that shit. I told y'all when I made the video, I didn't even want to make the video. I said, listen, this is an emergency video because of all the emails. So don't email me no more about the shit. We not talking about it. We gone. We over here now. We back here. We centered. You feel me? We centered. So welcome to the university. Before we get going, y'all, we finna do this meditation, y'all. All right, something slight. Now we do these little meditations. Those who's in here every class Sunday, y'all know what we do. We do this to channel in the ancestral energy, you feel me? So that's what we gonna be doing. We gonna be channeling this ancestral energy. Them was my only disclaimers too. Other than that, white America with 3Ks, you're more than welcome to sit in here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all feeling like y'all ain't welcome. It just get real in here. It get real. Now tonight we're going to be talking about science. Before we go into this meditation, we talk about genetic science, all right? Because, you know, I know we hear a lot about like black people gods and white people human beings. And we need to know why is that being said. Like, we really need to know. We just can't be saying that. You see what I'm saying? We just can't be saying we gods. You know what I'm saying? We need to know. We need to know. You see what I'm saying? Because there's somebody in the back that don't know. You know, somebody in class every day, they still don't know. I fuck with him, but, you know, when he get to talking that God talk, I don't be knowing, I don't believe in all that. Jesus is real, though. Jesus is real. I fuck with him, but he make a few points, but I ain't fucking with all we gods. So, and far as for human beings too, I don't be being racist when I speak about human beings versus gods. I'm just speaking from an esoteric point. I'm speaking from what we are, what our species is. You get what I'm saying? What the species is. It's a difference. We are a different species, and it kind of plays into a lot of different things. So that's what we're gonna be talking about this evening, okay? So, like I say, you're more than welcome to stay in here. I'm only giving you the true esoterics of what you are. And we got a lot of people that's new in the university and they don't know what DEA really is. DEA isn't something that you can actually Google neither in that way. If you Google DEA, so we're doing a whole lecture on DEA, because if you Google DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency is going to come up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about that DEA, you know what I'm saying? We ain't selling no drugs, none of that. We ain't talking about that DEA. We talking about real DEA, the missing link. The missing link that makes the difference between these so-called black and Latino people and these so-called human beings. And it has a lot to do with what's going on the planet right now. It has everything to do with it. It has everything to do with everything around us, nature, everything exactly. You know what I'm saying? This DEA, like, it's been hitting from the public, all right? It's been hitting from the public. All right, but look. So, we doing mass meditation, y'all. Real quick. So, the mudra we using, because we talk about DEA tonight. So we wanna hit that solar plexus region, right? We wanna channel that for us while we meditate. So, what we doing is we playing this Orisha music, okay? Now, if you look it up on YouTube, it's called Powerful Song to Call African Ancestors, okay? And no, I do not own the rights to this song, okay? Shout out to Detroit, shout out to Detroit. No, I do not own the rights to this song, all right? But I play this song because I understand frequency and instruments and the power in sound, all right? And organs and things like that. So when we playing this music and we doing these meditations, you're more than welcome to join in. If you don't want to join in, I mean, just don't be on no weird shit at home. You know what I'm saying? But you're more than welcome to join in. I encourage every individual in their lives to join into these meditations when we channel this ancestral energy before we even go into these esoteric facts about what DEA is versus D.N.A. and why it's hidden from us, all right? So if you know anything about meditation, for those who know, you know what mudras and mantras are. For those who don't, you have mudras, you have mantras, so we're going to use a slight mudra because there's new individuals coming in every day, all right? So for the new individuals, this what just now joining the university, you just not subscribing in the last week, 2, 3, even last few months, you still kind of new. You get what I'm saying? So this is a good lesson for you to take in this evening, for you to truly understand why the black man and black woman is God, why the Latino man and Latino woman is God, the creator of all. Not just it's just being said. You can prove this shit scientifically. You know what I'm saying? You can prove this scientifically. You know what I'm saying? If you know real science, you get what I'm saying? And you need to know this about yourself so you can understand the power that you have. All right? You can't really grasp that power unless you know the science behind shit. Like, anybody can just walk up and say, we gods. Okay, but why though, nigga? Like, DEA. Okay, it sounds good, but I can't find it. Like, what is it? What really is it? Like, so we got to get up in there. So because we going on that level, all right, we dealing with a part of us that's that's ancient. When we start, anytime we discuss an esoteric information like this, we're dealing with the ancient us, because this is not how we are today. This isn't the state they have us in. So it's impaired. That's a spiritual thing too at a point, right? Because we are our ancestors. And for the human beings, the thing is, because you have DNA, you really don't have ancestors like that. Now, you have people that say, yeah, the human beings have ancestors and stuff like that. Yes, you have physical ancestors. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about cosmic elders. You don't have cosmic elders because you weren't created in an organic state, like where all souls get created at, right? Which is why you lack a soul. So we'll be talking about why you have DNA, why we have DEA, what is DNA, what is DEA, you know, like the genetic differences. And it's going to make sense because I'm going to point out little basic everyday things that we already be noticing about each other. You get what I'm saying? So before we do that, we like I said, we go into an ancestral level of us. So the mudra that we're gonna be using, we putting our hands together, almost like you was how they taught you to pray, but you just gonna put your thumbs like this because this is for the solar plexus. You get what I'm saying? So, and you gonna hold it straight like this, not like this, but straight like this, like that in front of you. And we gonna hold it the length of the song. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Cosmic Family. Cosmic Family. We in here. All right. So, deoxyetheric acid is what we are talking about today in class. Before we dive into this information, it's important that I open it up with the right spiritual energy. All right. So let me start by saying peace to all the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. I want to send the deepest of insight to all of my ancestors that are in the university that tune in. I see a lot of y'all get in the comments and y'all also drop y'all information. And that's a beautiful thing. I love to see the gods and goddesses that, like, not the trolls, but like under videos, under lectures, when I see the gods and goddesses commenting and giving each other information, that's what it's about. So I'm sending nothing but major respect to my elders, all those that walked in this physical incarnation, you know, in this lifetime before I did. So send the deepest insight to our elders. To all my peers, those in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, sending the deepest of insight to you all, you know, sending you much peace, but more insight, even in peace, right? You know, because, you know, when you see it, it shifts down and it affects, you know, the blue crystal babies, you know, so we got to keep each other charged. So shout out to, like, all the gods and goddesses that's in my peer group that be tuning in. You know, we one cosmic family. And I appreciate y'all just as much as y'all appreciate me. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell y'all, it's the ancestors that I allow to speak through this vessel. So definitely got to always give gratitude and thanks to them first and foremost. But definitely, you all are my reflection. I salute the divinity in you all. My soul understands that me and you are one through the universal force called creation, which created us all. So definitely peace, reflection to all my peers, my elders, and definitely the group, the blue crystal babies, those 21 and under. They try to say y'all don't want to listen, y'all don't want to hear shit. They want to call y'all rambunctious, you know, and they want to treat y'all like y'all villains, you know. But I understand the youth, you know, definitely the ones that be in the street, in the trenches, trying to figure things out, you know, just trying to figure it out. I feel like we've been socially engineered to give up on the youth too quick, you know, as if we don't all have to go through this tunnel. You know, we all got to walk this tunnel. So that's why I'm always uplifting the youth and want to keep y'all, like, extremely motivated, you know, and inspired, you know, to be who you are, you know what I'm saying, and what you are. So that's why we talking about deoxyetheric acid tonight. In the difference versus D.N.A. So I'm just sending peace to all the gods and goddesses, regardless of the age group they try to put us in. We know time is a man-made thing. We know age isn't real. We know the Gregorian calendar was a man-made construct. So we are aware of these things. I also want to send peace to all of the high vibrational human beings that's in the university. That be tuning into this information, and you're able to take the information and process it, you know, in a way where you can approach it scientifically. Because definitely human beings, like, you know, y'all haven't had y'all mind fucked before. You see, my people, we've been mind fucked extremely by your people. Now, it might not have been you exact human beings that are not racist and high vibrational, but it was your people. So understand that, right? But the fact that you haven't been mind fucked, I definitely expect you to take the information from a scientific standpoint. I seen some human being made a video. No, he made a whole YouTube video. he was going in. Like, I don't understand why y'all don't like RASHAD JAMAL. He was white too. He's like, I don't understand why y'all don't like RASHAD JAMAL. You know, all these white people mad because he are saying black people are gods and white people are human beings, but we are fucking human beings. You know what I'm saying? We never was calling ourselves gods, so why we get mad now? Which is a true thing, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to those type of human beings that understand the science behind what I'm trying to say. Now, I have Scorpio energy and Sagittarius energy in me. So you have to understand that I'm going to be very intense with what I say. That's just the Scorpio in me. But that doesn't mean I'm racist, America with 3 Ks. I'm only violent with those who are violent against me and my people and my species and my planet. Other than that, sweet as pie on a Sunday AM. Don't want to say the M word because we understand the matrix, right? But, because we finna get into it. And I'm just saying that right now. I'm just getting it out the way. You know what I'm saying? I always want to get it out the way because this is a university and it's expanding, right? So I do have to, I'm always stay who the fuck I am. I don't give a fuck. We get to 1 million subscribers. Don't expect a nigga to change the fuck up. I can't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know now. I don't really be expecting it. But what I'm saying is I will try to format it more in a universal state, so that the science can actually be interpreted, right? And projected back into the collective consciousness. This is what I'm trying to do here, y'all. And I need y'all help. Reflections. You feel me? So let's not approach tonight's lecture from a racist standpoint. I don't want to hear it. I don't want no emails. I don't want no inboxes. I don't want no none of that. I don't want nobody with no Confederate flags posted up outside my crib, because I will come out and get on that and get like that. You feel me? You know, so I'm just saying, because I already see it coming. You know, like before I get into the lecture, because I know what I'm going to talk about. So I'm like, I already see it coming. You know what I'm saying? Don't be flagged in the video. None of that. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Roll up. Roll up. Relax. Everybody, roll up. Just one of them. I don't give a fuck if you don't smoke. Roll up. Roll up. You're going to need it. You hear me? Just roll up and chill. Because, like, I feel like it's not a hard concept to understand about why we are supreme beings. You hear me? We supreme beings, and it must be understood why. Because for so long we have been told that we was something different. But we them though. We really them. Like, we got to know why we them. And like, we need the human beings to understand that, like, we understand that some of you in here might be racist, some of you in here might be vibrating high, but we don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? If you vibrating high, that's good for you. You see what I'm saying? You on the right team. If you're vibrating low, it's a cold world out here. You feel me? Because it's in game. This shit is coming down. It's over with. You feel me? We don't give a fuck about none of that. So we're going to be politically correct as we can be this evening without sounding too radical. I'll try my best. You feel me? But I just get amped up about it, because it be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this who we is. You know what I'm saying? They try to say we was this, but we really this, though. You know what I'm saying? We really this, though. You feel me? That's all that be. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people get mad. Y'all go report the videos, and I don't get it. Why I can't be excited? Why I can't love us, though? I just be trying to love my people. You know what I'm saying? I just be loving us. If you really think about it, y'all, I just be loving us. So I be like, yeah, that's us. Just like at a basketball game, how a parent would do. She see her kids out there hooping. She be standing up like, yeah, girl, yeah, that's my motherfucking daughter. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, I see us. I know what we didn't did. So it's like, yeah, this us. We did that too, a little bit of that, all of that.
This is your shit. You made this, you made this, you made this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. You made this, you made this, you made this, and 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 this. You made that, you made that, them two, that two, that three, that four. You made that, you made that, you made that, and that,
Yeah,
and that,
yeah.
and that, and that, you made that,
Yeah.
I this, not this, and not that, and not this, and not this, and not this, and not that.
And yeah, that was us. So before we get deep, just get that out the way. I don't want nobody feeling no way. Just grab the science. I might go left, I might go right, but we gonna stay with the science. If I go left, you ain't gotta go left with me all the time. Just stay on the motherfucking road. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go left, right, but I'm gonna still ride the road though. You know what I'm saying? Some people get lost in that, y'all. Like they get caught up in like my energy. You know what I'm saying? They be like, man, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I can't really get it. I can't really, cause you ain't stay on the road. You feel me? Let me go left and right, cause I know how to drive this motherfucker. You feel me? You know how to drive. I whip left, I whip right, but we gonna get there though. You don't need to follow me. Stay right on the road. You stay on your trail. You feel me? Cause you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know, you might not know how to make that turn. You see what I'm saying? But for those who know how to make that turn, make that bitch with me. But if you know how to make the turn, cool, just stay on the road. Just stay on the road with me, all right? So listen, now we've been told that you have a species called human beings, right? And that the human beings consist of your African Americans, cause listen, hold on. We gotta understand what it's all about. It's all about the DEA. It's all about the DEA, okay? We've all been lied to. So if you're a human being right now, you shouldn't feel mad at me, right? Because I didn't lie to us. They lied to us, right? They lied to us. But I'm connecting it for you. We've all been called human beings. Okay? This is what we're taught. What we are taught. We are all one human race. The only God that there is the God in the Bible. That's what we are taught. Okay? And that this God lives in the sky. And that you're born here. Get one life only. We're all one human race. There's no such thing as God other than in the sky. So that's powerful. That's a powerful perspective that's been painted over our society and over the collective consciousness. Because society, the word society in itself, is an enslaved civilization. A society, right? A society represents a class of individuals who are enslaved under a totalitarian system, but they are unaware of it. That's what a society really is. A society cannot exist without a government. Okay? Society cannot exist without a government. That's a collective body of individuals who have been elected to govern this other class of individuals who have been enslaved, but they are completely unaware of it, though. That's what a society truly is, okay? Not the way they try to just throw it around, society. So, you have all of these individuals growing up believing we're one human race. We all got chromosomes. We all got D.N.A, right? We all have cells. I'm talking about the biological. We're talking about the avatar. We're talking about the avatar right now. So we in biology class right now. This is cosmic biology right now, right? We all have the same muscle groups. We all share the same arteries, same veins, same blood flow. We share the same DNA. But that's not true, though, right? That's not true at all. It's not true at all. And the question that one must ask self is why would a group of people or beings mixed with people, I should say, decide to lie to an entire society about their genetic makeup and their biological makeup? There are noticeable differences between what we call Caucasians and what we call Latinos and Africans or black people. Nobody has to be racist to see that, right? If anything, it's those differences that made it easier for people that, the human beings, white people that were racist, to be racist. Those same differences. Remember, they made spoofs back in the day about how fat, how big our lips are. They made spoofs about that. They used to draw cartoons and exaggerate that. Right? They used to call us, right, they used to paint the black faces. Shout out to who that is. Notary Connect. Exactly, the black faces. Remember that? Buckwheat. Remember buckwheat, y'all? We thought buckwheat had a nappy head, right? That's called nappy headed. This called nappy head. Who created that? But these are genetic differences. Athleticism. Learning ability. The entire way that we grab information is different than human beings. All right? When we're talking about white supremacy, it was all based around these genetic differences. But we must ask ourselves, what's the real difference? What's the real difference, though? Did we go through all this oppression just strictly based upon the pigmentation of our skin? You have to ask oneself that. Do you believe we went through all this oppression just because of the pigmentation of our skin is different from theirs? You got to think deep on that. Meditate. Don't think. Meditate on that. Right? Let's look at the natural connection to the elements. Look how we connect with the animals. Naturally. You probably never noticed it, but it's a different connection than the human beings have with animals. You can listen. You can take any carbonated being and walk him through any jungle. Any jungle. We talking about the jungle. You just don't know because you never been in nature that deep. See, they got you disconnected from yourself if you have carbon. We were all in the inner city and suburbs, and we ain't in no jungles. But any carbonated being can walk through any jungle, and you will not be touched. You will be respected, if anything, feared. Because they know what you are. Especially if you go in the real jungle. Go deep in the Congo somewhere, one of them jungles that's so bushy, so filled with vegetation that they never even been through them. We have places like that on the planet where the vegetation is so thick that they've never even been through the vegetation. I'm using the Congo because that's one of the more famous ones. When you hear these stories about these big giant snakes, giant crocodiles, that's real. Where you think that's at though? Deep in the jungles. And deep in nature. This planet is never ending. This land goes forever. All this land, it's so much land that they ain't never even showed you that you don't even know about because they only showing you one map, 2 maps, 3 maps. Shit, this shit is forever. This land goes forever, man. You talking about the length of the land? Of the land? Forever. And then it's surrounded by water. It's a lot of land. And then we still have more land that we are cut off from that's behind the ice walls in Antarctica. So this land is forever. You go in any jungle where they ain't touched yet. Watch how the animals respond to you. That's why they keep you out of them jungles. Tarzan. See what I'm saying? But why is it that human beings can't do that? Human beings go in the jungle and they be on their ass. They be trying to kill y'all. They be chasing y'all down. Y'all go in the ocean, they be on y'all ass. We don't go in the ocean because we've been taught not to go in the ocean. I'm just pointing out the differences. We don't go in the ocean because they put the fear in us not to go in the ocean. Think of Jaws did it for us. But if we go in the ocean, we'll experience a whole different aquatic connection that we are unaware of. And they know it. So what they do, keep niggas out the ocean. See? Keep niggas out the ocean. Meanwhile, we never question why the fuck do human beings, y'all in here, y'all know, y'all be out there, nigga, y'all in the ocean. You see what I'm saying? Right. So, what is this difference? Why is it that the sun literally strengthens us, but it kills human beings? DEA. What make us more athletic than human beings? DEA. They can't explain shit else to you. They can't. Go talk to any doctor. They're not going to speak the esoteric facts. So they'll say, he trained. No, bro. We don't be training shit. We like that. Like, go to any hood in America, you're going to find 100 niggas that could jump out the gym. You feel me? 100 more black people, Latino people that will outrun any track star. What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Like, we just naturally like that. We naturally like that. This shit natural. I tumble, I ran track, I play, but I'm athletic as hell. Like, it's natural. We ain't got to do none of that. Well, I ain't worked out in months. I'm still cut the fuck up. See what I'm saying? Like, if a person don't know me, if you know me, like, yeah, God ain't worked out in a minute. But if you don't know me, you gonna be like, damn, what's your workout plan? Because some of y'all be like that. Like, boy, I ain't worked out in a minute. You hear me? I ain't worked out in a minute. I've been super slacking. You know what I'm saying? But the genetics. It's a genetic thing. And sometimes human beings, y'all even know it's genetics. I've heard human beings say it. Genetics. Y'all didn't say it now. Okay, so we're talking about genetics now. Okay, so what are these genetics that's different? Let's put a title on it. Let's title this shit. Let's just stop saying it's genetics. See what I'm saying? Let's stop saying it's genetics. What are the specific genetics that's doing this? See what I'm saying? What's the name of the genetics that is responsible for this major difference? Why the fuck are our skin so dark? All this neuromelanin and carbon. Dark matter energy. At the highest state, this is dark matter energy. Then it descends, and as it falls in dimensions, remember, 4 phases of matter: solids, liquids, gases, plasma, energy. We descend from the astral realms down here. So as we descend, we have to have bodies that we can take on. So all that dark matter manifests in this physical reality, right? As carbon and neuromelanin. Not melanin, neuromelanin. 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 Neuro. Cause see, niggas be still saying melanin. Neuromelanin. Right? This is neuromelanin, not melanin. Okay? Human beings have melanin. Okay? Neuromelanin. Neuromelanin and carbon, which has manifested in a physical state. So it's in a lower density, so it manifests as this carbon in neuromelanin. But if you catch us vibrating in the astral realms, it's just pure dark matter energy. Same thing. But as you go through different vibrations, plasma realm, gas, liquids, solids, because you're descending into this material realm. You descend, you come down. You come down here. You get what I'm saying? Your soul and spirit descends. So you're coming from higher states of consciousness just to have this earthly experience. Okay? Let me rewind that. You descend from higher realms. Okay, so you land, you come down. No, because you got to get it. You come down here. You came down here into a lower vibration to have this earthly, this material. This is all material experience. Okay, you had to lower your vibration just to get here. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, just to get here. Okay, so that's a cosmic thing. If you don't have neuromelanin and carbon, that means you're not a dark matter energy being. Now, what's dark matter energy? This is the 9-ether. Okay, so when we say 9-ether, now we're talking genetics. Okay, so this is what makes us 9-ether beings. All this stardust, all this neuromelanin, all this carbon that's descended from the astral planes. This is energy. So this is a powerful thing, Negro. You see what I'm saying? This is powerful. Why do you think when they used to kill certain versions of us, let's use Nat Turner, they would skin, they would fillet us. They would fillet us. Keep your body parts, keep your genitals, keep your heart, keep this, keep the ether. Okay? This is a very powerful thing. This is a weapon. You're a weapon. You're a whole weapon. Okay, but why don't human beings have that? Why is it that when black people and Latino people get in the sun, we charge up? That's genetics, okay? So these genetics is DEA. DEA. When you go past neuromelanin and you talk about dark matter energy was formed in 9 ethers. So when you're dealing with the 9, these are the most powerful beings in the cosmos. Any beings that's in the 9 ethers or the 9th universe, right? These are the most powerful beings throughout the entire multiverse. Like, that's a fact, right? Because of the how how powerful the celestial rays are around this that had to gather together to create this dark matter energy. Okay? Remember, this dark matter energy is a combination of divine feminine energy mixed with divine masculine energy in its essence. That's what dark matter energy is. Okay? I'll repeat that. Remember, dark matter energy is divine feminine energy combined with divine masculine energy at its presence, right? And at its full, you see, that's dark matter energy. Now, we are full of that. So we are so radiant. We are radiant beings that the sun actually empowers us. The sun should kill us too. The sun is an actual solar weapon. We shouldn't even be able to take that sun, y'all. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of beings. It's a lot of beings, y'all. It's a lot of beings. It's a whole lot of beings on different planets that cannot take the sun at all. The Pleiadians can't take the sun. There are entire different, and the Pleiadian race is an advanced extraterrestrial race that look just like human beings, and they can't take the sun. The reptilians, powerful as fuck, and they can't take the sun. That's why they got to shapeshift into human beings. And then they still spend most of their time living in caves and underground. The reptilian race. They can't take the sun. You see what I'm saying? The insectoids. That's an extraterrestrial race that look like tall ass praying mantis. The insectoids. It's an actual extraterrestrial race. They can't take the sun either. You feel me? The grays, the Zeta grays, which is when you think of alien, you think of a Zeta gray because they always showed us Zeta grays, right? They had us thinking the Zeta grays were the only aliens, right? They never went into the different species and all of that, right? Because they didn't want us to know anything about the cosmos, right? That emoji right there that just got posted of an alien. Those are how the Zeta grays look. Those are the Zeta grays. The Zeta grays, they one of the most intelligent species throughout the whole multiverse. And they ass can't even take the sun. That's why they got on the gray jumpsuit. That when you see the alien, the gray face with the black eyes, that's an actual space suit. They don't look like that. They have regular eyes like us under those lids. Those black lids that open up, they have regular eyes under there. Those are glasses. In their skin, do you think that's their skin? That's a suit. They can come out of that. They look completely different. No different than when they showed you an astronaut in that big goofy ass suit with that big ass fish bowl. He ain't went to no moon, but they got us thinking that, right? So they got him in this big ass suit, fishbowl helping on. He moving like he really in water, but they got you thinking he floating and shit like one small step for man. They underwater like a motherfucker. Like y'all in the whole swimming pool in Hollywood and Cali when they shot that shit. One small step for man, he floating. You think, right? Same thing. Like they can't take our atmosphere. So that's an actual suit that they be having on. But you think that's how they look. That's a suit. It's a space suit. You know what I'm saying? No lie, right? And they can't take the sun, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Don't think this sun is something that everybody can take in this multiverse. I'm just using them as an example. It's many more. It's many more beings that cannot take the sun. We literally channel the frequency of the sun. We give life to the sun. Like, you have to understand the sun is an actual weapon. It's an actual weapon. That's why they can't let it shine 24 motherfucking 7. That's the whole reason that they created clouds. Let's not forget why the clouds were created. The clouds were created to literally block out the sun. No other reason. The clouds wasn't created to just roll by. It wasn't no clouds here originally. Nigga, we never had a cloud in the sky. We never had a cloud in the sky before these beings landed on our planet and invaded us. We ain't have no motherfucking clouds, y'all. Nigga, we ain't have no clouds. It was 2 big ass suns in the sky shining 24/7. There was no nighttime, none of that here. You feel me? The whole purpose of clouds is to block out the sun, to stop your cosmic connection, all these divine 93 beings, connection to the sun as much as possible. All right? So we have to ask ourselves, why is it that black people have this cosmic connection to the sun and the planet? But if I'm a human being and I go sit in the sun, it starts to kill me. It starts to cook my skin. It starts to eat at me.
I literally need to put suntan lotion on. I need an ointment to be able to absorb any, because I can't absorb those cosmic rays, right? But why though? See, why can't you absorb those cosmic rays? The animals can, the plants can, right? So if I'm a human being, I'm asking myself, why? You know, black people can't be human beings. We can't be the same. Even if I'm a human being, I'm thinking like that, like, there's no way. Okay, let's look at little shit. I like that. We have to use little things, y'all, that happens in everyday society. Okay, so let's talk about lice. Human beings get lice like it ain't nothing. But gods and goddesses, or Anunnaki gods and goddesses, the Anunnaki, the descendants of the Anunnaki, right? If you want to call us that, or the Anunnaki, because this is really what we are. The Anunnaki, right? The other children of the Anunnaki, however you want to call it, right? They don't experience that. And it's all based around because human beings have DNA. Okay? So, human beings, you have DNA. Okay? DNA. Okay? So, let's look at it. You have DNA. Let me show you what DNA look like. This is DNA. Okay, human beings, you have DNA. So you see this? DNA. This is DNA, all right? Now, this is called a double helix. This is called a double helix. Okay? You have two helixes. 1, 2. A double helix. Now, because you have DNA, all right, you only have one series. And if you are mixed, some of you can, it's between 1 to 3 series of this so-called DNA. Okay? These double helixes are actually cells. All right? So, as a human being, you only have one series of this, or 3. So that means that you have one of these or 3 of these. So imagine 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. If you are a 6 ether being, which means human being, all right, you have DNA. Now, because you have DNA, this is the true reason why you can't channel the frequency of the sun, okay? Because you have DNA, all right? You have DNA. So that's one of these. You only have one of these, okay? You have one. Now, what they don't tell people, okay, about this, genetically, all right, genetically is this link right here. This is a hydrogen link. Now, human beings, you were replicated from us, all right? Hold on, I'm gonna finish talking about it. But human beings, you were replicated from us, okay? So by you being replicated from us, you have a lot of the same things we have, like, okay, 2 eyes, for example, a nose, a mouth, 2 hands with 5 fingers, chest or breast, penis, 2 legs, 2 feet, right? That's the God physique. Arm, leg, arm, head, okay? That's God in manifestation. Okay, this is why the Muslims, because originally, because they infiltrated Islam. Islam was an esoteric teaching. Islam itself stands for I, self, Lord, and Master. But the oppressors infiltrated all forms of information, and they didn't flip Islam back a whole different way. Okay? So, you only have, because the body, arm, leg, arm, head, which is Allah. Because man, or the black/Latino man and woman, is God in manifestation. Without the physical body, it's black matter, dark matter energy. Still creative and doing what we do in the cosmos and the astral realms. But when we descend into this physical state, we are still that same God, but in manifestation. So this is what Allah esoterically, anciently meant. Arm, leg, arm, head. That's the body of what? This physique. And Allah is considered who in Islam? God. Right? Allah is the name of God. Okay. So, human beings, you were made in our image by Satan, Yakub, Prometheus, Jacob in the Bible. That's why all of these characters I'm naming, they got that same story of tampering with some form of genetics to create a new species. Go read about them. Go read about Jacob in the Bible, which is just Yakub, but with a J in front. And how he separated the sheep, he separated the flocks. They're talking about the genetics. Zeus, that's what Zeus did. He separated the genetics. That's what Yakub did. He separated the brown gene from the black gene to create a whole new species. That's what Prometheus did. In the beginning, Prometheus created who? Mankind. That's what they tell you about Prometheus' story. Because human beings, you are mankind. You are a kind of man, made in the likeness of the gods. That's why in the Bible, your Bible, which is the beginning of your creation story as a human being, it clearly says, then we said, let us make man in our image. Because that was what Zeus said. Let us. Who the fuck is us? That means plural. That's plural. More than one. Right? We never caught that in religion. But it was said in the Bible, in Genesis. Let us make man in our image. The us was Zeus with the other fallen gods in the lab creating the human beings. And us in our image. You were made in our image. This is where you get all your shit from. Your arm, leg, arm, head. See? But Zeus was only able to give you the physical aspect of us. A lot of the genetic inner workings, he couldn't replicate that. And that's the only difference between a human being and a god. We both look alike. You see? So we can walk amongst each other and then they lied about history, so we think we all one human race. Because we look alike. But internally, we have two completely different inner workings. Two completely different genetics. With completely different species. We not from here neither. Human beings, you're not from here. But you were created somewhere else. And that's okay. And then you came here. But us, these so-called, this has been labeled blacks and Latinos, we not from here neither. And the difference is we created here, there, the entire multiverse. This is why your species, because if you're a human being and you're in here, that means you're vibrating high. But I'm talking about your species, the hierarchy human beings, the low vibrational, not the racist human beings, not the good ones. This is why your people attacked us and continue to attack us to this day. All behind these genetics. Human beings, you have DNA. Okay? And you only have one series of this. Okay? You have one series of this. Okay? You have 1 to 3 series of these. So 1, 2, 3 max. And each helix is actually a cell. Okay? Each helix is a cell. They don't teach you that in the medical field. They teach you about cells in biology and what they do, but they don't tell you that the double helix is an actual cell itself. Because let's look at a cell. What's a cell? Let's pull it up. What are cells? It's biology, y'all. What are cells? In biology, the smallest unit that can live on its own and that makes up all living organisms and tissues of the body. A cell has 3 main parts: the cell membrane, the nucleus, and the cytoplasm. The cell membrane surrounds the cell and controls the substances that go into and out of the cell. Okay, so let's look at this cell. We're looking at cells, okay? So your cells, okay, this is the smallest unit, keyword, unit, that can live on its own. Okay, why did they use the word unit? Because a cell is an information center. It's an esoteric information center. Okay, your cells that are in your body are actually an esoteric information center. Okay, and each part of the cell is connected to the cosmos. Far as if you have D.E.A. Okay, if you have D.N.A., this does not apply to you at all. This doesn't apply to you at all, okay? If you have D.N.A., okay? Because everything about the genetic part of you is synthetic. So you have 1 to 3 series of these strands, but they are synthetics, okay? And I'll show you what they call them, okay? Let's go to chromosomes for a second. How many chromosomes do people have? In humans, each cell normally contains 23 pairs of chromosomes for a total of 46. 22 of these pairs, called autosomes, look the same in both males and females. Okay, so before I break all the chromosome thing down, what they saying right now, there's the word right there, autosomes, for what human beings actually have. Although in the article, they're trying to say we all got chromosomes. We do not all have chromosomes. All right? Human beings have autosomes. Okay? Now, let's go back to this. Hold on. Boom. So, each one of these represents a series. They have 1 to 3 of them. Okay? And all of these, what they call chromosomes in us, in human beings, are called autosomes. All right. And right here, it's not hydrogen links like we have. This is hydrogen in us. These little links where it's purple and green and blue and pink, this is all hydrogen in us. This right here, these links that link the double helix together, like the ladder, make it like a ladder, this is hydrogen in us. But in human beings, this is synthetic. So this is like a form of oxygen in a way. Okay, so this is why oxygen doesn't hurt human beings. It only hurt the gods because we have hydrogen right here. Okay, now human beings having DNA, they only have 1 to 3 series of these. Okay, oxygen. Okay, now because they only have 1 to 3 series of these links, guess what happens? Because you only have 1 to 3 series, we talking genetics, human beings. Because you only have 1 to 3 series of these double helixes, which are actually cells in themselves. That's why I was trying to show you what a cell is, okay? Because the double helix is a cell within itself. And what does the cell consist of? A membrane and a nucleus in the cytoplasm. Keyword, plasm. So we say cytoplasm, what's that? Plasma. So that's the plasma energy that's coming from the etheric realms, that's coming through our genetics that have DEA. Human beings don't have chromosomes. They have autosomes, okay? Human beings have 1 to 3 series of double helixes. And they don't have chromosomes, they have autosomes. And because it's a synthetic version, these double helix links, all right, they don't have a cosmic connection. They have no cosmic source. We have DEA. So guys, we have a cosmic source. We are connected and powered by the sun. This is where the sun comes into play. Okay, we give life to the sun gives life to us. So it illuminates. We are luminous beings, everything within us. So we are receiving information all the time from the cosmos, whether we are aware of this or not, whether you are conscious of it or unconscious to these things. If you have DEA, but if you have DNA, you have synthetic genetics. Okay, so by the genetics being synthetic, you only got 1 to 3 series at that. Now let's talk about chromosomes. There is no chromosomes. So by there not being any chromosomes, you can't get the neuromelanin. You can't get the neuromelanin without the chromosomes, because the chromosomes are galaxies within themselves. Each chromosome within us is an actual fucking universe with beings that live within it. Not only that, the biggest chromosome on the planet is the sun. The sun is a chromosome itself. Okay? The biggest chromosome on the planet is the fucking sun. The sun is a chromosome in itself. The part of the sun that shines this bright, it's called a chromosphere. Google it. This part of the sun that's shining bright that got you like this is called a chromosphere. That's called the chromosphere of the sun. You get what I'm saying? So the sun in itself is a chromosome. And because the sun is a chromosome, you have all the chromosomes in you. This is why you are connected to the sun. 9 ether beings, Black and Latino people, because the sun is a chromosome. You have chromosomes in you. To be exact, let's break it down. Let me show you. Okay, so how many chromosomes do people have? Right here, this is what human beings have. So let's read it. In humans, each cell normally contains 23 pairs of chromosomes, but they really have autosomes, not chromosomes. For a total of 46. 22 of these pairs, called autosomes, which is what human beings really have, look the same in both male and females. That's true. The 23rd pair, the sex chromosomes, differ between males and females. Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome. That's true. While males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. That is true. Now check this out. They only threw you off with the word human being and autosome and chromosomes. Remove chromosomes. Human beings have autosomes, not chromosomes. So by them having autosomes, basically, this is human beings. Human beings have 23 pairs of autosomes for a total of 46. Okay? They have 2 cells, which you see the double helix. This is what the double helix is. A cell. This is a cell. 1 cell, 2 cell. That's a cell. Okay? So, they have, each cell normally contains 23 pairs. They have 23 pairs of autosomes for a total of 46, because 23 times each cell in the double helix equals 46. Okay? But the difference in us. Now let's talk about us. Human beings have 46 autosomes. But the gods, Black people, Latino people, we have 33 pairs. And we have 3. So let me show you something. You said they have a double helix. We have a triple helix. So we have DEA. When you have DEA, you don't have a double helix. So that's a double helix. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. We have a triple helix. Okay? We have a triple helix. Okay? So we have a triple helix. So that would be 3. In gods, each cell normally contains 33 pairs of chromosomes, which we have chromosomes. So this would say 30, and we have 33 pairs. We have 3 cells in each triple helix. So 3 times 33 is 99 chromosomes total that we have. Okay? Now, when they get to talking about the very last pair is the sex chromosomes, they differ between males and females. Okay, females have 2 copies of the X chromosome. So basically, they saying that all the chromosomes within us, all right, look the same in both the males and the females, other than the very last chromosome, which is what they call the sex chromosomes. And they say that the goddess has 2 copies of the X, and we have the X and the Y. So they told you the truth in there, but they still mixed that shit up good to throw you off. We really have 33 pairs. A triple helix, gods with DEA. Triple helix, 33 pairs. 99 total chromosomes. And because we have chromosomes, we are connected to the cosmos. Now, what is in a cell? What was a cell? It has a membrane and it has a nucleus. Remember I told you, I said, hey, all the fucking nuclear weapons are made out of our what? Cells. I taught y'all that. I say every fucking tank, missile that they use in the military war is made out of the cells of dead Black and Latino people. Facts. Why? Because we have chromosomes. And because we have chromosomes, we have real cells. And when you look at a cell is consisted of what? A nucleus, a membrane, and a cytoplasm. We just looked at it. Let's look at it again, man. Let's look at it again, man. You feel me? In biology, the smallest unit that can live on its own. So keyword, a cell is so powerful, y'all, that it can live on its own. But why can it live on its own? Because it's a cosmic entity. It's a cosmic entity, okay? A cell is not just some shit in your body, okay? Let me repeat that. Why can a cell live on its own? Because it's a cosmic entity. It has mind, body, and soul, just like you and I. So you got all these cells in you and you thinking they just some shit in your body. No. Cells have intelligence, nigga. Okay? Cells have intelligence. That's why on Dragon Ball Z, Cell was one of the most baddest villains. Because if you know how to control your cells, you can do all type of shit. Literally. Now check this out. Check this out. A cell has 3 main parts. And remember, we have real cells. Right, exactly. Somebody said Henrietta Lacks. Exactly. Exactly. They took her what? Her cells. And they did what? They regenerated themselves because they have intelligence. We have cells, y'all. Human beings, y'all don't have cells. Y'all have synthetic ones. So they don't work. They're not real cells. They don't have intelligence. See what I'm saying? So we have real cells. Now, a cell has 3 main parts. A cell has 3 main parts. The cell membrane. So this is the part that's connected to the cosmos that actually is like a real brain. It's interacting back and forth with higher forms of celestial vibration and higher entities. Your membrane does that. The membrane of the cell. Then you have the nucleus. That's the power. That's all that dark matter energy. It's in the nucleus. Okay? The nucleus. And then you have the cytoplasm of the cell. This is the plasma energy that comes from the cosmos directly into you through your cells. All of your plasma energy comes to you through your cells. You don't hear me. All of your plasma energy from the cosmos comes to you through your fucking cells. This is why this is called cytoplasm. Okay? This is the membrane. They will, when you die, they go and take your cell, open it up, go inside the nucleus and drain all that energy and use that to make bombs with. They use that part to make bombs with. The membrane is actually a real life living entity connected to the cosmos. Okay? The cytoplasm is the plasma energy that's empowering all the information that's coming to the goddamn cell membrane from the cosmos. The only people that have cells is the gods. You get what I'm saying? We have cells. All right? We have cells, real cells, okay, because we have DEA. We have DEA. Now, because we have DEA, we got all these chromosomes, 99 of them to be exact, but it goes deeper. We don't just have, you know how human beings, y'all have 1 to 3 series. That's what, when you have DNA, you only have 1 to 3 series of double helix links filled with oxygen. We are 9 ether beings. We're immortal, primordial energy, energetic beings. So we have 9 series. We have 9 series of those same genetics, but triple helix instead of 2. You only got 1 to 3. We got 9, and it's a triple helix, and we got millions of fucking links of hydrogen links. Now on them triple helix, you got all this ancestral energy that's been passed down to us from our ancestors. Because we are the ancestors. It's a cosmic thing. So because we have that, all right, this is where you get your differences at. This is why we have ether that grows up to the heavens or up to the cosmos. Because of these cells in us. Because of this DEA, deoxyetheric acid. Now, because we have deoxyetheric acid, we have cells where nucleus is full of all this dark matter energy. It's your cells that fights off diseases in your body. See what I'm saying? We have all this. We have chromosomes. If you really want to know how powerful a chromosome is, just look at the fucking sun. There you have it. Now your body full of them. And you got millions of cells. This is why it's called nuclear war. See what I'm saying? Because they have taken the power out of the nucleus of our cells and used them to form nuclear weapons. So I'm trying to get you to see how powerful you are. You don't understand what you are because you don't know what's being used from you. You don't even know, like, they're using your body parts to make guns, to make gunpowder, to make weaponry. Even the atomic bomb. Where did that come from? Our atoms, our atomic structure. That's our genetics. That's our genetics. That's our genetics. And that is the genetics of the God species, because you're only going to find that in a being that has DEA, deoxyetheric acid. If you have DNA, you don't have those 9 series, so you're not connected to the cosmos like that. So therefore you lack neuromelanin. You end up with melanin. And now the melanin, it blocks UV rays of the sun. But it doesn't stop them. So this is why you have to go get extra suntan lotion. All right? Which is another synthetic to kind of like plaster you away from the cosmic radiation of the chromosphere of the sun. And because of that, the only way that you are able to channel energy, photon energy, because that's what the sun is, the only way you can channel that as a human being is from other black people and Latino people being around us. So if we all left the planet, human beings, y'all would just die. Because we give y'all the photon energy that you can't get organically from the sun. You don't have to be in my house every day as a human being to get that. When you pass us by, when we out in the atmosphere, we like a crystal. Why do you think, what do crystals do? Push out energy and pull energy in. Well, who the fuck you think taught the crystal? Who the fuck you think programmed the fucking amethyst crystal or the citrine or the clear quartz to do what it does? We did that. We did that. Because that's what we do. We push out energy and we pull in energy. We are crystallized beings. If you look at nature, everything in nature basically follows what we do. This is why you can go to the plant and look at the plant and we share the same genetics of the fucking plant. The palm tree is full of what? Chloroplast DNA. I will repeat that. The palm tree is full of chloroplast, what they like to call DNA. But anything natural to the planet or aboriginal to us does not have DNA. Because plants have mind, body, and soul like us. Spirit and soul, the plant has. Yes, it does. So therefore, the plant is a divine being. The plant is a 9-ether being as well. Okay? Understand that some souls and spirits choose to animate plants. Some choose to animate animals. You don't hear me though. When we descend, some of us choose to be plants. Some of us choose to be animals. That's not who we are. That's just the material that we're animating in this physical realm. We can, because we are everything, we can take on anybody. Not just this one. The only bodies we can't take on is the human being body because we didn't create that body. We created the plants. We created the animals. We created the insect. We created the wind. Who you think told the wind how hard to blow? Who you think gave the fire its desire to burn the way that it does? Who do you think it is that interlaced the dimensions? Who you think spoke to Planet Kai and taught her how to be still, how to be stable? Who you think set up that interstellar connection between the realms so that one realm don't fall on top of the other one? We did that. We did that. We gave the water its texture. We taught the water how to flow. We taught the wave how to crash against the sand. We taught the sand how to receive the wave as it crashes. Who you think formed that connection? Everything in the nature is alive. The beings with the deoxyetheric acid. The DEA, the hidden gem, the God gene. The reason they call us metahumans, the reason they attack us is because of the DEA. It's a real thing. We go into hoodoo. We go into voodoo. We don't need to sit in circles with salt. We don't need to call on fallen angels to help us with shit because we got too many supreme entities and divine deities and cosmic elders that are on our side naturally because we are everything and everything is us. It's a difference. It's a difference. Having DEA, we have spirit and soul. That's electricity and magnetism. Having DNA, you only have a spirit. That's only electricity. No magnetism. No magnetism. None of that. None of that. You feel what I'm saying? You have hair. You don't have ether. You don't have any of that. You don't have any of that. You get what I'm saying? That's a cosmic thing. So even cells, no, all human beings do not, you don't have real, you have the synthetic version, the 1 to 3 series of those genetic, those double helixes. That's DNA. That's all a part of your DNA. That's all a part of your DNA. That's all a part of your DNA. You get what I'm saying? That's all a part of your DNA, period. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to understand though, that if you don't have that, you feel me? If you don't have those genetics, then that's the difference. You have DNA, you have DEA. It's imperative that our people understand the difference. This is why they can be trying to dig us up. They dig us up. They have to dig us up because it was the tampering of the DEA that had made us fall in frequency. This is why we're not even in giant statue like we used to be, because they tampered with the DEA. They tamper with the DEA, but they can dig us up all day. And then they'll dig up these big